What's going on? Move the Mouse here, back in City Skylines with our Let's Play Season number 8, Episode number 13, City of Grand Lakes, and finally kind of getting around to some university build. Where was that? That was over here. Ironically, though, because I wanted to do 2 universities, for whatever reason, I kind of focused on this one first, when really the intention of the series was to throw a vote out there, and we decided to do, with this island, university and kind of a nightlife tourism focus over here. So we've still got a ton of building to do that is essential to the actual reason behind this city in the first place. So that irony is not lost on me. Sorry if you're waiting on that. But one of the things I was thinking of, and let's see where we're at. I don't think we can get these kind of where we need, right? We need a lot more students. So we've got the works. Attractiveness, I can get there, but we're like halfway where we need on students. And what do we got going on over here? Yeah, we actually lost the level here because we're under students. We don't have enough academic works for the next level, and attractiveness could be beefed up a little bit. But the bottom line here is we need more people in the town, and right now we don't have the demand for it. So we've got to start thinking about how we shift things around. I think what I want to do is build up this island quite a bit. And meet some of our commercial demand over here, and maybe we could expand kind of what's happening. But let's get in here. Did I do a... No, I haven't done like a... Sometimes I tend to make streets with all the unique buildings. We got to get going on unique buildings too, to kind of beautify and brighten things up around here. So let's see. I kind of flattened. I did a little bit of terrain modification in one of the last episodes, I believe. So we've got a couple of kind of duplicate buildings right here, right? We've got 3 of the laugh factories or whatever they are right in a row. So we'll come through here and demolish this in the process. So we'll come out that way. We'll kind of come through this flat area down to a T. And then I think we can run some roads up along the coast here. And we'll try and actually just cover as much of that as we can in zoning. Let's see. So we actually lost other buildings. Why are these other buildings dezoning? That doesn't make any sense to me. What did I do? I didn't change the district. That's the park. The park is overlapping. That's fine. Right? Oh, I'm on the district tool. I don't want to de-district. I was gonna nudge the park down to the beach, but that shouldn't matter. Why? What? Why are these things dezoning all of a sudden? Did changing the road really matter that much? They're building right back up because we have the demand. So do we? I don't want to break this. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll come out to down here because this could be kind of a cool spot for a ferry stop. Have some stuff all the way down here on the tip of the island. And then we'll kind of bring this up the middle of this this little spot that I've flattened. Bring it around the trees. And maybe we'll bring it down to there. That could work. So we've got a bit of mounding here, right? And when we may not build through there, we might do a park there. We might do some occasional streets through there, but I think we're gonna use that terrain to kind of break things up a little bit. But that will let us get at least a bit of commercial zoning in here. Let's actually double check our district real quick. So where do we want this district to go? We want this district to cover kind of all the way up to that intersection, like right there. And maybe like right down to the end of the street. So let's actually zone this, have a couple things built in, and then we can kind of know where to do that separation, that split. So we'll do one more street of the leisure, which is going to be like, you know, the comedy clubs, the nightlife, the gyms apparently. 2 gyms. 3 gyms. Man. A healthy town. That's a little ridiculous. 3 gyms in that proximity. Seems a bit extreme is all I'm saying, to have that many gyms that close. But since they're so concerned about healthcare over here, sauna? There you go. So that could work. Let's just take a look. We don't have to use it right now. We need a ferry depot. Will it not let me place a ferry stop until I have a depot? Oh no, it will. Okay. So we could delete that. Let's do something like that. I think that could work. And then we'll hook the road in there. And that's just a future consideration for a ferry stop. We'll do some footpaths just through here. Let's actually see. Is that a gym? It is. Perfect. We can get rid of that. There's enough of those over here. So we'll go to footpaths, and I want to try something here. So if people get off the ferry... Let me see. We could also do an Old Town restriction on a district right here on this, which prevents people from using cars in that zone. So what'll happen is people will get off the ferry, and since they can't take a car, they will walk. Or at least we hope that they will. So I want to bring this through here. Without breaking those rocks. But breaking this gym. There we go. Alright, and then we can D-zone this real quick, because we don't need... Whoop! We don't need all that. That one. And that one. Of course, plant a couple trees there later on. Decorate a path through here, but I think that works. It's relatively flat. And like I said, if we do Old Town... Let's just do it, because nobody's gonna believe me, or I will have misunderstood. So check this out. So we've got a district over here. This is the nightlife leisure district. So we're just gonna get rid of this. We don't need this part districted. Okay, so we've got a, regardless of how we choose to mash the English language today, Coleridge Park. We've got a little spot set up here. Now what we can say is policies, city planning, Old Town. And again, what that means is people aren't going to take cars into the district unless they're going directly to their destination, their home, their business, whatever it is. So if we cross through or have to cross through a district that has that turned on, like all these do, basically it's going to prevent people from coming in here unless they're going to do business in here. Now, when you have an isolated neighborhood like this, that's not a problem. Old Town just means, you know, nobody's going to cut through to get to another neighborhood. But the only way to get to this neighborhood is via that neighborhood. So even though I've stamped those policies down on a few of these, like Fawn and Belmont shouldn't be a problem anyways. The only reason you're coming in here is to go to someplace in here. Now, Fawn's a little different, though, because you could be getting off the highway to go to the university or industry, and same thing in reverse. So the only people that are going to get off the highway and turn left here are people that are going to the Fawn district because of Old Town. And if we do that here on the ferry stops, the ferry stop isn't my destination. My ultimate destination is my destination. Ferry, metro, all those things are just stops along the way. So this should prevent... Actually, two things. Should prevent anybody from taking cars over here to park. So we should see, obviously, no parking on the grass-lined streets. We should also see very minimal parking over here because I think unless you work here, you shouldn't park here. I don't know. I could be wrong. But hopefully they will come here, take the footpath in, visit our leisure district, which we're going to build up a little bit more right here. And then maybe we could have another ferry stop. Let's have another ferry stop right over here by the casino. I think, right? Would that make sense? Or should we bring it inland into the beach? Let's bring it inland into the beach, just for the heck of it. We can always move it. Actually, no, because I have to connect it with a road, don't I? So, we'll do something like this. Maybe like that. And what do we got? The grass, the tree line streets. So let's maybe do grass line over here. And let's see if it'll let me do what I want it to do. Probably not, right? Will it let me go straight from there? It won't. Will it let me go straight from there? So like that. Let's do that. And let's one-way grassline streets. Upgrade, not change direction. There we go. Now, this road that is attached to the building itself is a two-way street. That's just going to kind of force everybody to use one lane here, which is okay anyways, because when you think about it, back up where they have to go, right? In order to handle this appropriately, I need to be in the right lane. And when I'm over here, if I'm exiting, I want to be in the right lane. So I'm hoping that will keep everybody in the correct spot. The other thing I guess we could do is that. Does that look terrible? Because that achieves what we want kind of with the lane arrows, I guess. I mean, it's not the end of the world. There's not a lot of traffic over here, so I guess I don't need to worry about it, but small roads, grass, tree line one way. There we go. That's fine. So let's get this depot going, I guess. If this became a ferry episode, I wasn't expecting it. Where to? Does it have to have a... It doesn't have to have access to that line, does it? No. So... And this is just where they originate from. This is not necessarily where people are getting on, so... Yeah, let's throw it over here for now. Because I think what we could do... I don't need this road right now. We can get rid of that segment, and then we can just hook this road up. Pretty direct. At least for now. Can we go... We can't go right there, huh? Because that's gonna... It's not gonna let me snap where I want, is it? I mean, that's not terrible. That could work. So let's make sure we've got water and electricity out to these places. Did I not have... I had one of my fields that wasn't watered? That's great. How long has that been happening? Have people been noticing that and I just didn't see it? I think I put that in last episode. Maybe it hasn't been popping up that long on us. Those water icons should go away here. Right? Okay. And then we need to get water out to these. And then let's take a look at our power situation here. So we get power out to that one. We'll clean these up at some point later on. It's not how I want to leave things. Those two stations are powered and watered. The depot is powered and watered. Why is this even here? This is not doing anything right here. Okay. So now my least favorite part of ferries is you actually have to define those roadways. So let's go back into there. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, we're building roads all the time. Ferry pathway. So we'll keep things on freeform here. And ferry pathway-wise, I guess we'll probably plan on doing something down this way. Alright, so I'm going to have to kind of rebuild these later, I think. Because you can't have them overlapping. You can't have the pathways crossing over one another. I think, does it need to be routed all the way back to the return? I feel like it does. This is definitely the method of transport I know the least about. So that provides a roadway to get to the stops. So do we have to start it here? No, we don't, right? I guess this is kind of stupid since all this is doing is moving people around that one island. It's not really helping us out. I was just in a rush to try something here, so let's do this better. There's also a prefer ferries policy that we can do. So let's get a couple more ferry stops in. Is this the double ferry pier? Yeah, we see the little ones. That's fine. So let's see. What if we did one kind of around the center of this district? That would be kind of cool. Maybe we could move police and fire and have a little one-way loop here. That might work. How low is that in the water? Okay, that's not bad. That can work. And then we'll do one down here somewhere. Because why not? We don't have this tile, so we can't really come up this way. Around the island? I hadn't thought of that one. We've got 2 tiles left, so we still have some options. We might go with this one to round out that corner of the town. And then if need be, we could grab that. But it's a waste and it would just be for waterways, really. Maybe we could do an Alcatraz island or something like that. But if we want to do a prison island, we could also just kind of build it into the island that's already out here. Although we would need some sort of roadway access. And I don't think we'd want to put the exit entrance on the highway itself. Let's get some ferry service going here. So we've still got to get that one connected to our roadway. Did we do one down there? We did do one down there. Okay. So, Integrity Farm is leveled up. Excellent. Go check that out after. Alright, that is a sloppy roadway. Oh, I forgot that the ferries automatically... There's a sunken ship down there. I forgot that the ferry... not the ferries. The waterways. The word's gonna come to me in a moment. The canals. Those can actually be ship pathways by default. So you can canal through your map if you wanted to build waterways and shipping through the middle of your town. Maybe we'll have to do that at some point. That might be kind of cool. A New Amsterdam updated city with all the canals running through it. And okay, futures. Not what we're focusing on today. So we don't have to start it from here, right? We just define the line. So let's get people from here to here. To there, and then back. Oh, do they have to go all the way through? I mean, it works. But they have to go all the way through back to the station. So I will leave this playing on 3 times speed for a few minutes. What I want to see... Actually, 2 things. Let's double check our districts and our policies real quick. So we've got a district here. We've got a district there. We still need to connect this one to the roadway. We don't want an Old Town... Is that a highway piece? I don't think it matters on highway. So let's do that. But we'll make sure that road is covered. So that will be Old Town. I think this is going to work. Okay, so policies on these. We're just going to make sure Old Town is set on all 4 of the stops themselves. And over here. No, on the districts themselves. Man, get with it, mouse. Alright, so, I just looked at that policy and didn't turn it on. I did confirm that it was off. Okay. Old Town, and then can we just... I think I did it on this one already, right? Yep, Old Town. Car with a dash through it, and then this one I did not. Okay, I'm just going to break out the roads real quick, get everything connected, and I'll be right back, because we need those stops connected. Hang on. BRB. Alright, so I think we've got all that connected. Let's let it play at 3 times speed for a minute, and a whole fleet rolling out. Man, there's going to be a backlog for a while until they start to split up a little bit. So, I don't know how many people are going to move, you know, say from here to here. Do we have people lining up already? Yeah, hey. First passengers lining up. I love it. The question is when they get to their destination... Did you stop and pick anybody up, or are you going all the way through to get back to the start? Okay, you are. You're just kind of lining right up on top of one another, huh? So yeah, the question is when they arrive places and when people get out, are they spawning cars? You're moving back this way now? That's interesting. So that person drove a car in. We may have to wait for this to pick up a bit of passenger traffic, and obviously the more we expand out here, the more and more traffic we'll see on these. So I'm pretty sure I did that right. We don't have the ferries down here yet, huh? Are they making some weird sort of loop here? I really got to fix that. That's so far out of the way for them. Unless we add a stop down here for the industry. But I think I want to move this. I'll probably tuck this away somewhere on that island and revamp the ferry routes. Oh! Policies. There is a prefer ferries option that'll help keep people off the road, so... So we'll do a more, an upgraded version of the ferry route at some point, and maybe even it's got me thinking, because I was talking about the canals, maybe we run a canal through here, because this is placeholder, this is slop. It's got some of the ideas and the growth in mind, but this all has to change. I'm more comfortable over here. We got to get that cloverleaf out of there, but we'll work on it and tune and tweak. You know the deal, probably, if you've stayed tuned this long. Integrity Farms, where are we at? I think it's just production that we need for the next level. I could be wrong. Okay, no, we're gonna need workers too. So we'll come in, we'll mop some stuff up. Next week, let's play on Monday. Maybe not on Friday, and maybe not on Friday the week after that, because PAX is coming up. I got a bunch of stuff going on, and of course we have a fire for our outro, so... Did it just get put out of me? Was that the... Was the fire station on fire? Is that a thing? I'm gonna have to go back and check the replay on that. Anyways, schedule's gonna be a little different, a little crazy the next couple weeks. Definitely Let's Plays on Monday. I've got a couple episodes of... We've got a couple episodes of Rockdale coming out, so stay tuned for those. If you enjoyed this one, likes, comments, and shares all help the channel a lot and are greatly appreciated. If you're new here, subscribe for more and consider hitting the bell to get notifications for updates in this and other series. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord if you want to get involved in the discussion. If you'd like to support me on Patreon or via YouTube, there's links to that and all those other things in the description down below. But until the next one, have a fantastic weekend. This is Moo the Mouse, signing off.